Welcome back to another episode of the Dramatic Bible Reading Podcast. I'm your host, Bert Clemens. Well, today we'll be reading Hebrews chapter 7, Melchizedek, Priesthood like Christ. Now let's go to the reading. Hebrews chapter 7, Melchizedek, Priesthood like Christ. For this Melchizedek, king of Salem, prince of the Most High God, who met Abraham as he was returning from the slaughter of the kings and blessed him, to whom also Abraham appointed a 10th part of all the spoils, was first of all, by the translation of his name, King of Righteousness, and then also King of Salem, which is King of Peace, without father, without mother, without genealogy, having neither beginning of days nor end of life, but made like the Son of God. He remains a priest perpetually. Now observe how great this man was, to whom Abraham, the patriarch, gave a 10th of the choicest spoils. And those indeed of the sons of Levi who received the priest's office have commandment in the law to collect a 10th from the people, that is, from their brethren, although these are descendants from Abraham. But the one whose genealogy is not traced, from them collect a 10th from Abraham, and bless the one who had the promises. But without any dispute, the lesser is blessed by the greater. In this case, mortal men receive tithes, but in that case one receives them of whom it is witnessed that he lives on. And so to speak, through Abraham, even Levi, who received tithes, paid tithes, for he was still in the loins of his father when Melchizedek met him. Now if perfection was through the Levitican priesthood, for on the basis of it the people received the law, what further need was there for any priest to arise according to the order of Melchizedek, and not be designated according to the order of Aaron? For when the priesthood is changed, of necessity there takes place a change of law also. For the one concerning whom these things are spoken belongs to another tribe, for which no one has officiated at the altar. For it is evident that our Lord was descended from Judah, a tribe with reference to which Moses spoke nothing concerning priests. And this is clear still. If another priest arises according to the likeness of Melchizedek, who has become such, not on the basis of a law of physical requirements, but according to the power of the indestructible life, for it is attested of him, you are a priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. For on one hand there is setting aside a former commandment because of its weakness and uselessness, for the law made nothing perfect. And on the other hand, there is a bringing in of a better hope, through which we draw near to God. And inasmuch as it was not without an oath, for they indeed became priests without an oath, but he with an oath through the one who said to him, the Lord has sworn and will not change his mind, you are a priest forever. So much the more also Jesus has become the guarantee of a better covenant. The former priests, on the one hand, exist in greater numbers because they were prevented by death from continuing. But Jesus, on the other hand, because he continues forever, holds his priesthood permanently. Therefore he is able to save forever those who draw near to God through him, since he always lives to make intercessions for them. For it was fitting for us to have such a high priest, holy, innocent, undefiled, separated from sinners and exalted above the heavens, who does not need daily, like the high priest, to offer up sacrifices, first for his own sins, and then for the sins of the people, because this he did once for all when he offered up himself. For the law appoints men as high priests who are weak, but the word of the oath who came after the law, appoints a son made perfect forever. And that is the end of Hebrews chapter 7. Well, that concludes another episode of the Dramatic Bible Reading Podcast. Wow, that was beautiful. Jesus is our high priest who lives forever. His priesthood is permanent. He saves forever. So let's draw near to him and read the word. Listen to the word. Tell someone about this podcast because faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of the Lord. Until next time, I'm your host, Bert Clemens.